Cancer sun and Cancer moon. Cancer. Check out my music, by the way. Yeah. Children of the Sun, A New Type of Woman, Longer Than February, Geek, all of those songs. Check them out. They all on my channel, and pretty soon I will be making SoundCloud versions of those songs. But let's just stop advertising me and talk about Cancers. Cancer Sun and Cancer Moon, and why we shouldn't underestimate the strength of those with a Cancer Sun and a Cancer Moon. I wanted to make this video because I've noticed that a lot of Cancer people, their strength is slept on. You know, like, I'm not a Cancer. I don't have a Cancer moon or sun or anything. I don't have Cancer in any of my inner planets. I only have one Cancer placement, and that's my Cancer Lilith. So Cancer is not the biggest energy for myself, but I do attract a few Cancer people, and I see what y'all go through. You know, like, y'all struggle a lot emotionally, and y'all deal with a lot of traumas. And a lot of those traumas usually happen in your childhood. Cancer Sun and Cancer Moon, male or female. And I see that y'all just struggle, and it's just crazy, you know. Y'all deal with people treating y'all like crap, taking advantage of y'all, and all types of stuff. And y'all have a tendency to stick with people who treat y'all not the best kind of way. And I admire y'all's strength. I admire the fact that y'all deal with a lot, but people won't even know, because y'all just can come off so light and so, you know, sometimes sweet and innocent. Of course, this is not all Cancers. There's Cancers who come off as hard and strong. It's because they too have dealt with a lot of issues, a lot of drama, a lot of trauma, a lot of stress, you know, stuff that's very hard to deal with, you know, whether it be subtle type of trauma or big trauma. You also, Cancer energy have a tendency to be victims of manipulation. Cancers too can also be manipulative. Let's not act like that they're innocent. They can definitely be manipulative. But this is a video pretty much giving those with the Cancer Sun and Moon praise just for their strength. You know, I have a friend who is a Cancer Sun, and she's been through a lot. You know, just her childhood was really tough, and just not getting the love that she deserved ever since her childhood, and then getting older and dealing with more issues with, you know, romantic partners and abuse and all types of stuff, and just the situation that I see her in right now, it breaks my heart, and my heart has been breaking for her for years. You know, we've been a part of this friendship, you know, for a long time, and it just, when I see her go through everything that she's going through, it's just like, wow, like, people do not give Cancers the credit that they deserve as far as just being strong individuals and being resilient individuals. They can go through so much, and they just keep going. They'll cry, and then they'll just keep going, you know, and people kind of sometimes see Cancers as crybabies, but just because you cry, it doesn't mean that you're weak. You know, we all cry. That's just the way that they, you know, get out their pain. That's the way that they release their pain. Cancers cry a lot because they do go through a lot, and people just don't really understand that, and they really don't know that, and some people don't care to understand it. They just judge them and say, stop crying, you always crying, you know. And I feel that Cancers a lot of times do have a reason to cry. Not every single time. There are times when they, you know, it's unsolicited, is that the word? Unsolicited crying, or like just uncalled for crying. I mean, y'all can do that sometimes, but it's just like y'all go through so much, and I feel like that y'all have the right to cry. Y'all have the right to bawl like a baby if that's what you need to do, especially if you know that what you're going through is really tough, especially if you know that what you're going through is something that you might need therapy for, or you need assistance for. You know, Cancers, they go through a lot, and they don't always ask for help. They just go through what they need to go through, you know. And sometimes they do ask for help, and it's not, I'm down. Like, I don't mind helping Cancers, because they have really big hearts, and they're very sensitive, and a lot of times when people have, like, the more Cancer energy that you have in your chart, it seems like the more big-hearted you are. It's the more empathetic you are. It's the more loyal you are. It's the more caring and nurturing you are. I've also noticed this recurring theme with Cancer people, that they sometimes have issues with their relationships with their mother. It's all about the mother. Cancer is all about the womb. It's all about nurture. It's all about motherhood and womanhood and things like that. And a lot of these Cancers, a lot of their karma and a lot of the stuff that they have to deal with, it involves their mother and just having a negative relationship with their mother. And I know not all Cancers have a negative relationship with their mother, but I've just noticed in my life that a lot of Cancers have issues with their mother, feeling abandoned by their mother, feeling unloved by their mother, being abused by their mother, and they keep fighting, they keep going despite all that, and they keep hope alive, and they still keep their faith. I've seen a lot of Cancers who, they believe in God, and they keep their faith in God, and they just say, everything that I'm going through is just to make me stronger, it's just to teach me something. Cancers, no matter how much they may cry, no matter how much they may whine and complain, Cancers never quit, and that to me is admirable, and it's just amazing. Man, I just Cancers can come off like nothing is really bothering them, or they just chilling, but Cancers are going through a lot more than you will ever really know. Okay, they, even though you see them crying all the time and you think, oh, they hear Cancer go again, they're problematic, but there's even more going on beneath the surface from what I can tell. I just think that I can't speak for all astrologers or anybody who's into astrology, but I just think that a lot of people need to give Cancers more credit as far as their strength goes, because Cancers are not weak. Despite how they may seem, Cancers are not weak. They are built to deal with emotional trauma. They are built for that, and that's why they deal with it so much, because they can handle it. You know the saying, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers? Well, God gives a lot of those tough battles to Cancers because they are strong enough to handle it. So before you judge a Cancer for crying or complaining or bitching, which they do bitch sometimes, just before you do all that, just try to consider what they're going through, okay? And be empathetic, because Cancers will be empathetic towards you. Of course, it's not always the case, but this goes for anybody of any placement. There's not anything wrong with being empathetic, and considering what a person might go through before you judge them. Considering what they're going through and asking yourself, why are they acting the way they act? Instead of judging them and saying, they act like that because they're stupid. Maybe they act like that because there's something that they lacked in their childhood. And do your best to encourage a Cancer, because a lot of Cancers do suffer from insecurities and suffer from low self-esteem and depression. A lot of Cancers, Cancer Sun and Moon, are very prone to depression, but despite that, they won't really give up. I feel like these people struggle with depression a little bit more than many other signs, and for that, they deserve some type of award or some type of admiration for it. Cancers a lot of times can be victims of bullying and, abuse and stuff like that, and dealing with any of that is not easy. And this is just for anybody who goes through bullying, because I myself have gone through bullying, just being, a soft Taurus. I've dealt with that. Maybe there's a reason why they're acting the way they do. Maybe they need love. Maybe I should go over there, and instead of picking on them and judging them and talking about them behind their back, maybe I should go over there and offer a helping hand. So this is all I have. 4. Never underestimate the strength and the power of a Cancer Sun and a Cancer Moon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.